can start speaking it, and then you can start moving forward. Because once you see it in your mind, you can start asking the correct questions, getting the information. And I find that more people are, sometimes, not all, but in the situation they're in, because they didn't ask questions. They didn't know that a Shannon Griffin was even out there who could help them and point them in the right direction and get them the resources that they need to get on their feet and move forward and go toward the thing that they saw in their mind. So encouragement, information, a roadmap, as it were, as far as, seeing that somebody else can do it. It's not a book that's designed to condemn anybody. It's not designed the blame game or anything like that, and to make anyone feel bad, because the people in this book have seen it and experienced it. So there's no blame over here, but it is a roadmap to say it has a smell. We've all smelled it. We've seen it. We know what the mindset is, but you don't have to stay there. You don't have to be there. There are some ways, there's somebody, there's something, there's some program, there's some information that is out there for you to help you move to the next level and live your best life. It doesn't have to be mine. It's you live your best life. And I think that's a part of what I do, period, in my life, is to help people, encourage people, inform people so that they can live their best life, not my life, not somebody else's life, because you have your one life to live and it should be your best life. And if you look around and you realize, I don't like it here, I don't like this, and you can change it. You can fix it.
Awesome.
You can.
Now, my next question is for Shannon. I know why Julia appeals to me, but tell me what appealed to you about Julia, because for you to trust someone with a project as hefty and as precious as this, and I hope I'm explaining the gravity of it, because it really touches me. How did you choose Julia?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Well, one, Julia has, since before, some time ago, it's been like 2 years, it seems like now.
Mm-hmm.
But Julia, when it was time for us to write our books, and when I was going through my whole chemo journey and cancer, and knowing that I needed to write a book, and that was the plan anyway, to do a book and to share and to let people know about it. And then, when Coach Danielle, we took her class on ebook writing, I was like, okay, because I've always wanted to write a book. But the thing is that whole poverty mindset will jump on you like a flea. And it'd be somewhere you can't find it, and it'd be there. And like for next year, the book will be called The Embedded Poverty Code, because there's an poverty code that is embedded in us. So it was embedded, and that's why I speak of it, because it's embedded. And I said, well, I'm a sociology major. I'm not a writer. I don't write. I create. That's what I do. I'm a creator. I create things. I have thoughts, and I say things, and then people go out there and write. I didn't take writing and all that stuff. You did your stuff just to get through school and blah, blah, blah. So at the time, what happened is that I didn't think that writing was really my big thing, but I knew I needed to share my whole journey about cancer, and sharing, definitely in the African-American community, and letting people know that it's not taboo. You need to hear about it. You need to know what it is, how you get through it. And my thing was how to get your life, how you get your life back after cancer. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get this book. And then it was like Julia, everybody was popping books off and book. And I was like, okay, yeah. I was like double Dutch. I'm like, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get in. I was like, okay, I'm going to just rock it back and forth and get in there. So life happened, stuff was going on. I wrote the book. I sent it to her. I was like, but it was some things that I still needed to put in. And apparently, the fire was there, but it wasn't like, I was like, okay, stuff is going on. So I had gave her and entrusted her with that book because she was there. And what appealed, which is the actual question before we went off somewhere else. But the real question is what appealed is because Julia is very caring, and she will walk you through to the other room, turn the light on for you, and then sit you down and say, you want some water? So it was that process. And that's more so like me. I'm the same way. And it was like, okay, I'm familiar with this smell.
Right.
This smell of caring, this smell of get it done. And I was familiar with it. And it was like, okay, I like that smell. You know, and so I said, okay, you know what? This one didn't happen yet. She has it already. But this one is ready to go. Let's move. Let's get this one done. And I said, okay, hey, Julia, I'm ready. What we gonna do? You know, and that's what it is. I got people.
Yeah.
So it was like, let's get this done. And it was the season for it.
Awesome. I love that story. I love that analogy. She walked you to the room. She turned off the light because she didn't leave you in the dark.
No.
Put the light on for you. She sat you down at the table, asked you if you want some water. Was you hungry, baby? Was you hungry?
Right.
Let me feed you. Now sit down here and write your
Read this book.
So,
Are you comfortable?
now get to work.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. She's a gentle bully.
Right.
Okay, got you.
Definitely.
I was like, shoot, let's do it. And it felt right.
It felt right. Well,
That's
I like that. I like working with people where it feels right because needless to say, the vibe you get from someone can really make you want to either keep working with them or not.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of times we ignore that. We go on reputation, we go on the cost, and we totally disregard the vibe we get from someone. And I would have to say the same thing because in meeting Julia, both times that I did, I just know she's a very loving, caring, and talented person in so many aspects because the lady can sing. And I think that's what touched me. Well, she got an innermost talent. So not if she doesn't make you cry with the words that she speaks, she's going to sing you and she's going to lull you into a state where you just want to put out your best work. So yeah. I am so blessed to have been in her presence the times that I was. So I appreciate you for that, Julia. So
thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you too as well. Love it.
Thank you. So
thank
tell the people where they can find you. If anyone who's listening wants to get what's in them out, how can they find you in order to do so?
Well, my publishing company website is bkroystonpublishing.com. That's B as in boy, K as in king, Royston, ROYSTON, publishing, all lowercase.com. So you can find me there. Or I'm on all social media. So I'm on Facebook, Julia Royston. I'm on Twitter, Julia A.K. Royston. I'm on Instagram, Juju Royston, or BK Royston Publishing. And Twitter is BK Royston Publishing too, as well as those are the main ones where I am all the time, every single solitary day. So find me on social media. Follow me, Julia Royston Enterprises or BK Royston Publishing. I think I'm capped out on my friends, but you can always follow me on Julia Royston on Facebook. Now, to also get access to the Royston Writers Package, which is information on getting started, and you'll get access to me and on my list. So you can do one of two things. One, you can get on my schedule and let's talk about your book, bit.ly/talk with Royston. That's TALK with WITH Royston, ROYSTON, all together. Talk with Royston, or write it now, WRITEIT now. So reach out to me, know how to find me. I do respond to instant message. I do respond when you reach out to me. And I enjoy helping people get their books out, not just the Smell of Poverty anthology, which I'm excited about all the things that are going to happen. It releases, it drops for everybody and for the world April 15th. So look out for it. The Smell of Poverty. Be sure and follow Shannon, please. Shannon Griffin is going to go live. Woo!
Yes,
we're all going to go live April 15th.
You cannot miss Shannon. Shannon is always live somewhere. Trust me, go find Shannon.
Oh my gosh.
It's so much live. So, ladies, any closing thoughts? The floor is yours. Any closing thoughts? Because it's just important to me that women know that they have a story and there's someone out there that can be trusted to get it out. And I know, Shannon, that you're going to be putting together another anthology pretty soon.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the Poverty Code.
Yes, and actually for next year, the Poverty Code, will be another part 2 of The Smell of Poverty, because I have authors who are in this one saying that they still have more to tell. So, they're gearing up for that one. The next book I wanted to get out would be, hopefully I can get this one for late fall, would be The Great Divide. And that's the one I spoke of, about the divide in the African American community as well as others. And it's just a divide that is going on, that it's kind of like this undercurrent. And it could go from, dating outside of your race. It goes from different people who've already showed interest that want to be able to share about that divide. So and then what can we do about it? So it's always a resolution. And you can tell me the issue, but what's your resolution? What do you have for that? So,
okay. Well,
yeah, I'm looking for that.
That's one of the important things, is being able to have resolution, because arguing and just talking continually over and over again is just pointless. And but being able to not only have resolutions, but buy in, to actually say, I'm going to take a direction and go in it. And I'm hoping, and I'm very prayerful, that The Smell of Poverty will help people do that. And then also I encourage women as well to, if you know of a woman who maybe not be able to purchase the book for them, or gift the ebook, which is going to be 99 cents on April 15th. So, and I'm going to also be gifting books to people as well. So they just need to provide the email address, and we'll gift books on that day, so that we can basically get the message out, so that other people can support. So either you purchase the book for yourself, as well as gift a book to someone else. I really encourage people to do that, because a lot of times people say, well, I maybe cannot financially afford that. There's somebody else. Yeah. This is an important message, so that you can help somebody else. So I really encourage you to be able to do that. It's a message of hope. It's a message of encouragement, information, but also, as I stated before, it's a roadmap to help you know, if it happened for these 16 people, it can happen for you too.
Absolutely. And just to clarify, that's going to be an ebook on Amazon?
It will be. It's available in print and ebook on Amazon. Yes. Okay. The Noble and Nook. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, ladies, I thank you so much for being here on the Courageous Coaching Podcast. You guys have been amazing, and I cannot wait to pick up the book, because as well, I will be gifting books to people.
Thank you.
With all of us together, we will make an impact.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You guys take care, and I thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Courageous Coaching Podcast. Feel free to call in with comments and questions anytime. The number is 786-749-TLAK. That's 786-749-8255. Call us and let us know what is on your mind. Until we meet again, be courageous.